Welcome. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my messages that I put out. And I want to thank you also with much gratitude for those that have shared it with others that know that the messages would resonate with them. So I am so very grateful, and I'll get started. This is a reading for August of 2022 for the collective. And please leave what does not resonate, because as we know, this is for many people, and take what resonates. Awesome. Okay, the first message, go with the flow. So this message, it's time now to just allow things to happen. I'm getting that there are some people chasing, and it's not time to chase. It's time to kind of just sit back, allow the things to come to you, allow them to present themselves to you. And sometimes we just need to just allow and just be just going with how the day takes us. It's not saying to not work hard at what you're doing, but just be able to allow things to happen organically instead of kind of pushing something on someone. Just allow the conversation to be, allow it to happen, and you will notice that things will open up, and for you to have your message put across. And it's time to absolutely receive. I'm getting that some people are having a really hard time receiving, and there's that kind of a block there to allow people to receive, right? And sometimes, as well, I can speak for myself as an empath. I love to help people. I am always giving, and I've worked really hard at it. I am not always really good at it, but to receive, because sometimes we don't realize that when how it feels for you to give and how fulfilling it is. When we don't receive from other people, we're kind of taking that away from them when they want to give. So absolutely take what is being presented to you or given to you, and take it with gratitude and allow that to happen. Okay, now the next deck, I'll see if I'm getting anything more from this card. Oh, here's the next one. Between Worlds. Okay. Wow. Okay, this card is you're transitioning. It's time now that you are letting go of the old. When we let go of the old, we can really struggle. We can have a hard time because things are not happening. We feel things are shifting. And when we are letting go of our old self, we absolutely, it is uncomfortable. We're kind of, in a space where you just can't understand, but you want the next step. But we're letting go of what no longer serves us, what is not good for us anymore, and allows us to not be our highest self or highest good for others, as well as for yourself, of course. So right now it's a transit, or August will be a transition time, and allow things to flow, because when we're holding on to the old self, that's when we really can struggle. We really get into a space of things aren't happening for me, and it's difficult. So it's time now. August will be a month of change, a month of allowing and receiving and letting go of our old self. Okay. The next card, Magical Getaway, or sorry, Magical Gateway. So I'll read what this says. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Absolutely, right? And that's what, the shifting, the change. It's time to, it's time for that new adventure. And knowing, like, look at how bright it is. Look at how welcoming it is. It's something that is going to bring beauty to you. And also, you hold the key. You hold everything within you to step into this next venture, if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, it's time now, and enjoy the beauty of it. Enjoy what it has to bring, and allow what does not need to come with you into this next stage to be shed, to let it go. I love that. I'm always in love with new beginnings, and fall, of course, is when we start to step into all of that can come to us, because we've planted the seeds, and it's time now to, you know, reap the rewards. Okay, dragon power. And this card is number 11. So 11, again, is the new, you're on the right path. You are, just think of all the positive things. It's messages from our guides and stuff. So with the dragon power, I'm getting, there is time for some rest. And also I'm getting for some people like that, you do have the power within you. You have that fight within you. You have everything within you. And I'm also getting for some of you, call upon your dragon. Call upon your dragon to help guide you, to protect you, right? Because we're going into unknown territory when we are opening a new door, and allow the dragon to protect you and give you the messages that you need. And yeah, it's, I love this. And it's time for some rest. It's time to you know, when we're starting something new, we're getting new downloads all the time. We're getting new information. Our energy is shifting. We are shifting. We are growing. And sometimes it can be exhausting, because the universe is providing, our guides are providing for us, and we can find that it can be overwhelming for us, right? And you do have the light within you. You have what it takes. And yes, I love this card. Yeah, make sure you're taking a breath and getting lots of rest. Yes. Yeah. And then, you know, just not allowing for things to overwhelm you, because you're going into new territory. So sometimes we can get overwhelmed, and it's like we feel that we need to have everything done in order and have it done right now. But it's time to allow the things to come, allow it to flow. And when it's time to rest, honor your body, honor your knowing, honor what is happening around you. More cards come out today. And I'll put these cards in the description. Cards that I use. Okay. Mother, Father, God. Okay, for this one, reach up to source. Reach up and okay, so what's coming through is sometimes when we're exhausted, we don't feel we can keep going. We don't feel we have the energy, or there's someone that is, I don't know what, this is for someone specific. Someone is draining you, okay? So what I'm getting is, you can ask the universe for more energy when you are going through something, or when things are taking your energy or people are taking your energy, it is your right. It is your right to have the energy brought to you and given to you. It is your energy to use, to borrow. And honestly, when I am teaching classes and there's maybe someone in the class that is taking up my energy, and it can be exhausting, or even when I'm doing treatments and I'm healing someone and we're having a conversation and doing some coaching or whatever, I ask the universe for energy. Please give me the energy. It is mine to borrow or to use right now, not borrow, but use right now. And you absolutely can ask for that. You can receive that energy, and knowing that it is going to be put to good use. And it's I love this card. And we sometimes we forget when we're exhausted, we just want to kind of just go curl up and not move forward on something. So yes, absolutely, you can reach up and grab energy, and as well as if you need guidance and help with some questions or putting people on your path, absolutely, you have the right to ask. And a lot of times we don't receive until we ask. So again, back to the receiving, right? If we're not receiving, if we don't ask, sometimes we can't receive. Sometimes we can't move forward, and then we have that feeling of being stuck. And again, like, that is exhausting, right? It's really hard to move forward with something when we don't have the energy to put all that we can and need to toward it. Okay. The next, we got 2 cards. Okay. Sky Bridge, possibility for union, as well as Eyes of the Eagle, rising above the fray. Okay. So what I'm getting for these 2 cards, so I'm getting a celebration. Someone's going to be celebrating something, maybe a wedding. And also when we grow, I'm getting also when we're going through the changes, we're stepping through the doorway. When we grow, we kind of cross a bridge, right? We're leaving behind the old, and we're going across that bridge. We're making our way across. We're stepping into new boundaries. We're building new possibilities, right? And I am getting these are going to be really good possibilities for you. And the first step is going to be the biggest, right? As we know, when we go through something, we're transitioning, we're wanting something new. It's the scariest, right? It's the biggest leap possible throughout the whole thing, right? And it's time now to take that step and then allow the flow to come in. Ask for your guidance, ask for help, and it's a beautiful stairway into much love and light. I truly see that. I'm also seeing there's going to be some difficulties, of course, with often when we start something new, we kind of step into the difficulties, and then our ego says, oh well, maybe you can't do this. Absolutely not. It's time to step into it and allow for the flow. And that you see things from a higher perspective. And if you don't feel you do, then step back and take a look at the whole picture. Take a look at the bird's eye view of yourself, of the situation, and you'll be able to see that you can rise above. And I'm also getting for someone that it's time for you to take a look at someone in your life that you need to really look at, you need to step away and rise up above. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to have them agree with you. You don't even have to say anything. You can just see what you see, know what you know, and step up from there and rise up from it, because it's holding you back. It's negative energy. It's creating the struggles in your mind and creating the struggles around you. And you see the finer details. You see the smaller things that some people do not see. And you have the power within you. You truly, truly soar from a higher perspective, higher knowledge, and you can actually, step into something big, and you can see the bigger picture. And it doesn't matter if someone else can't see that. It's part of the journey, and it's part of you taking your power back. It's part of you, it's part of you being your biggest self you could be, and stepping away from those that doesn't serve you. And absolutely take a bigger picture of, this could be people in your life, or the journey that you're now on, that you're stepping through the doorway with. Depends on who's listening to this, right? Because those are kind of two different messages. Okay. What am I got here? Take off your masks or mask. Okay. So now, absolutely. So you're looking at things from a different point of view. You're seeing things from a different perspective. Now it's time for you to take off your mask. It's time for you to be your authentic self. There's times when you don't let your light shine. There's times when you are one way with one friend and another way with another friend, say, or family or whatever, right? It's time for you to be authentic. It's time for you to let people see who you really are. And that's not coming from a space with judgment. It's just time now to show your own beauty. It's just time to step into your authentic self. And when we are shedding that old, that's when we can bring out the new, right? We can show ourselves, and we can, and as difficult as that might be, right? When we're shedding, we're getting, we're going into difficulty because we're no longer needing that old piece of us. So now it's time to step into who you really are and show your authentic self, and allow people that are going to, there's going to be people that fall away because they now they don't see you for who you are, or you were you were being who you needed to be around certain people to feel loved, to feel accepted. And that's a piece of us that we need to, often, all of us at times, right? We need to work on what people, or how we feel about ourselves, and why we don't always tell our truth. We don't always, we kind of just leave information out because we're scared someone is not going to accept us. We're scared someone is not going to allow us to continue to be who we want to be. So with that being said, you can also step away, right? And because you know what you know, you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. It's just who you are, and you love me for me. And that is living in the fifth dimension. It is accepting people, and because you accept people for who they are, and personally, I like people to be who they truly are. And while as an empath can really tell when someone is not their self, their true authentic self. So I hope this resonates with you. Please share with anyone that you feel it will resonate with, and please like, share, and subscribe. Much love and light.